I'm Harry S. Truman, and I'm the President of the United States, thanks to the death of Franklin D. Roosevelt in 1945.
Greetings, comrade. My name is Joseph Stalin, and here I am in Soviet Mother Russia.
Although I wanted to be re-elected, my popularity had hit an all-time low in June 1948. Even my closest friends had advised me not to run in the upcoming election. Could I obtain the Democratic nomination? Could I be elected President of the United States?
I participated in the Russian Revolution after I was betrayed by Hitler in 1941, when the Nazis invaded German Russia. I joined the Allies to defeat Germany.
I would gain prestige if I could successfully oppose the Soviets without the dangers of war. I had to show I could contain the Soviets.
During wartime conferences, my goal was to improve Russia's world position and gain Western recognition in a Soviet sphere of influence in Eastern Europe. Oh, good fuck. I wanted to establish the USSR firmly as a world player, and was suspicious of the thoughts and plans the Allied forces had. I wanted to use the geopolitical position of Berlin to force the hand of the Allies. I was not prepared to go to war over economic agreements, but would have preferred the Allies to leave Germany.
I stood to lose everything. If I pushed the Soviets too hard, they would go to war. If the Americans thought I was not a strong leader, I would lose the nomination or the election. I had made the decision to drop the atomic bombs on Japan, which some saw as a serious error in judgment. My fair deal domestic policy, a policy to offer higher minimum wages and central control over all prices, was to be challenged by the Republican government. Could someone pick up the damn phone?
Vodka. The USSR could gain Germany and the immense potential German industrial power rather. I'm gonna have some more. I could be forced to send Soviet troops into yet another conflict. My actions could force Western allies out of the return. I had trusted Adolf Hitler and signed a 10-year non-aggression treaty pact with Germany. In June 1941, he betrayed that non-aggression pact. Would the Allies do the same?
I'm Lucius Clay. I'm in a bunker in the U.S. zone of Berlin. I'm the military governor of the U.S. zone in Germany. I came to Germany in 1945 as deputy military governor. In 1947, I became commander-in-chief of U.S. forces in Europe and military governor of the U.S. zone in Berlin. I was determined to not withdraw from Berlin and not to appease the Russians. I did not want to wait for a political policy to be determined by civilian authority. I felt the Soviets were not risking a war with the Berlin affair, and that they could best be handled with decisive response. I also feel that the Soviets are using the threat of starvation for political ends. I could become the hero of Berlin, an individualist who placed the credibility of the U.S. on the line. I could also gain recognition for starting the airlift to bring food and fuel to Berlin. I could be remembered as a man who actually delivered the first actions of World War III.
My name is Vasily Sokolovsky, and I am currently in the Soviet zone of Berlin. I am the Marshal of the Soviet Union and the German Soviet zone. I have a splotchless military record up until the Berlin crisis. I have to deal with Stalin's changing policies now that the crisis began. I aim to convince the Allied powers that there was a well-designed Russian plan for Berlin, even during the most difficult of days. I can gain further prestige if my Soviet forces can get the US out of Berlin without the use of firepower. I can lose the respect of the Allies if I present the image of being too rigid. This may cause the Allies to use force.
Thanks for that little trick to your mom. Little late on the phone call, Marion. You,
Oh, jeez.
you're in.
1947. It's just, it didn't.
There, now you know.